if you take viscosity to understand, let us say an example, this is taken as one layer, and in this particular one layer which is present over here is undergoing a displacement this much, and this is the displacement. Slowly let us take this way. If I'm taking, these are the layers, layer 1, layer 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see in every time once the layer is being displaced, this is the force which is acting, the displacement, the force of direction of displacement. Now the layer 1 is moving. Because of the layer 1 is moving, let us say there is some molecules which are present in layer 1 are attracted by the molecules in the next layer. There is some force acting on this particular one which is making the second layer to resist the first layer, the flow of the first layer. But with the force with which the first layer is going away, the second layer has to also show some displacement, and this will affect the third layer, this will again affect the fourth layer. This is ongoing. But if you observe, in every time you can see the displacement which is being created on this particular one, the displacement is decreasing, the dx, the displacement, how much displacement is being created by one layer over the other layer. With respect to the other layer, the displacement of that one layer over the other layer is going on decreasing from top to bottom. This is because the speed, if I say this is the last layer which is in contact with the rough surface, this is going to be taken as the velocity 0, the stationary layer or the bottommost layer. When compared to this, the velocity becomes v, this becomes v plus dv, this becomes v plus 2 dv, this becomes v plus 3 dv, and this becomes v plus 4 dv, something like this. If I am taking, every time there is a gradation, if you observe between these two layers, if I observe the difference between the layers of v and v plus dv, there is a gradation of dv, there is a gradation of dv. For the change that can be created is dx. If I say for the change dx, if the gradation is dv, let us say between these two, for the change that is created is dx, the change in the velocity is dv. For 1 unit length difference, for unit change in the distance, the gradation is dv by dx. We call this as velocity gradient. Velocity gradient, the change in the velocity for the change for unit displacement of layer, the change in the velocity for unit displacement of layer over the adjacent layer is taken as velocity gradient dv by dx. Force is directly proportional to the viscous force or frictional force is directly proportional to the velocity gradient dv by dx. More is this, more the force that is then. You can see the change in the velocity depends on this particular one. It is directly proportional to velocity gradient. The decrease in the velocity is directly proportional to the force of attraction operated, correct or not? If more force is operated, more change in the velocity can be observed. Less force is operated, all layers freely move, less change is observed, nearly all will move with the same velocity. So the change in the velocity gradient is directly proportional to viscous force. Same way, if you have area of cross section of that particular layer, if I say, if you have small area and if you have large area, the difference comes in the number of molecules that can be packed in this particular one. More the surface area, more number of molecules are present on the surface, more is the force of attraction that will be operated between the adjacent layers. So I can say the force is directly proportional to the area of the layers. Taking these two into consideration, the frictional force between the two layers depends on area and also depends on the velocity gradient dv by dx. Now if I remove the proportionality constant, it gives you a factor called as coefficient of viscosity, the proportionality constant. The coefficient of viscosity is given as F by A into dv by dx. So I can write dx by dv, dx by dv. So this is taken as coefficient of viscosity. Coefficient of viscosity can be defined as, if you are taking the dx value as 1 unit, dv is 1 unit, a is 1 unit surface area, then the force of friction is equals to the coefficient of viscosity. It is defined as the force of friction required to maintain unit velocity difference between two parallel plates separated by unit distance apart from each other, having a unit area of cross section. So this is definition of coefficient of viscosity. If you take all the other parameters as 1 unit, the frictional force applied between the layers is nothing but the coefficient of viscosity if they move with a velocity gradient of 1 and having unit area of cross section.